So you're gonna tell me. I want to ask you. So it's been 2 months. What's been going on since we last saw each other?
Well, lots of physical therapy. I go in twice a week. Um, uh, still struggling with the pain. Wakes me up at night.
Okay.
Um,
We're gonna start you. I want you to do it again.
mhm.
Complete sentences. When I say, "What have you been up to in the last
Okay.
couple of months?"
Okay.
Be like, for the last couple of months.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
For the last couple of months, I've been doing a lot of physical therapy. Um, I still dealing with a lot of the pain. Uh, so hopefully that goes away soon. Um, I've been trying to draw again, just on my iPad. I can maybe do that for about 7 to 10 minutes at a time before it's just too much for me to handle. Um, I mean, that's about it. Aside from just taking care of just daily routine chores. Um, that's about it.
Is there anything you're having difficulty doing still? So let's talk about everything.
And he said
Ooh.
he was in pain, but he didn't say where. Did you say
Yeah,
pain in my hand?
Yeah. So
yeah.
let's go. So let me ask you a question. I want to ask you the question. Try to incorporate my question for each
Hmm.
one.
Okay.
So, where is the pain you're complaining of today?
Okay. So today, I have a lot of pain in my right hand. Uh, I would, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd probably give it about an 8. Especially when I'm opening doors, brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, um, trying to draw, um, washing the dishes, washing my dog, uh, tying my shoelaces, putting on my shirts. Um, just everyday routine is pretty painful right now in my hand.
Are you concerned about the pain never going away?
Yes.
So, to incorporate my question.
So if the pain never goes away, I'm going to have to figure out something else to do with my life because there goes my whole career. Um, I
Well, there goes your whole career in what? So you can put it in there. We'll rephrase it. If do all that again and say tattooing in there. So
wait. Ask me the question again.
so are you worried about the pain never going away?
Yeah, I'm worried about the pain never going away because that would be the end of my career. I wouldn't be able to, uh, do much in life either, like brushing my teeth hurts my hand. You know, brushing my hair hurts my hand. Opening doorknobs, trying to draw, even tying my shoes hurts. So,
Has this accident affected any relationships you've had with people?
yeah,
So when you answer, it'd be like
yeah.
this this
It,
accident has affected your
the
relationship with people.
yeah, the accident, it's directly affected my relationship with my girlfriend. She gets tired of having to help me out on a day-to-day basis. She has her own life and things to do, which I understand. But yeah, it's obviously taken its toll over the past couple of years.
And the last question, he still didn't clarify what his career was. Like we have that in
Yeah,
another person
yeah,
video.
yeah. So when you talk about it, you have to say my
Mm-hmm.
career as a tattoo artist.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say the last couple of years with your girlfriend, so she's had to go through everything with the previous accident, right?
No, or like the
This
past
happened
year.
April 22nd,
I'll just say the past year with my girlfriend.
year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half or so.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you again. Has this accident affected any of your relationships with anybody in your life?
Yeah, this is crash is definitely it's affected relationships with my family, my mother. For the past year, my girlfriend and I have gotten in a lot of fights because of she needs to help me out with certain things, but she has things in her life that she needs to take care of as well.
Do you want to talk about the Okay, let's move on to another question. Talk about how physical therapy is going with your hand post accident. So since after the surgery, how is physical therapy coming along? Are you making big leaps and bounds and improvements, or is it just like minuscule, tiny little, like you're not getting to where you want to be?
Since the surgery, I've been going to physical therapy about twice a week. The initial pain from the surgery is gone, but the aches and pains from me being able to reuse my hand is still there. Uh, it's little by little getting better doing physical therapy, but nothing that's like a leaps and bounds better.
Okay, and let's talk about right now, since the accident until now, have you been relying on other people to survive and get by?
Yes.
Okay, so since the accident.
Since the accident, I've had to.
Wait till I stop talking so that way he can do a cut.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Since the accident, I've had to rely financially heavily on my mom and my dad when he can afford it. I have some close friends that have lent me a lot of money just so I can pay rent. So, yeah, the little money that I have a month is just enough for me to barely get by.
Let's wake him up.
Hey, big guy. Okay, let me see what else we want to
He
get.
was a deep REM on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he's such a good. So, I mean, I guess we can scroll into his face, get the dog out, because he transitions to different positions and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna want to see like all the video edits and see how we can piece them together. So, Elevate Health Clinic, you went there. That's a neurology clinic.
Mhm.
Remember them? And you remember Momentum Spine and Joint and Epic Pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to talk about any of those more specifically, or no? Is there any part of this process you want to talk about on camera?
I mean, sure. The neurologists that I saw helped me a lot with being able to get a lot of my hand-eye coordination, and they helped. It helped me out a lot with with my vertigo. Um, the spine place that I went to, they I mean, I didn't really. They injected me with the steroids in my spine, which I really didn't see much of a difference. My back still hurt after that. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I have a lot to say.
What about your hand surgery?
Well, the orthopedic surgeon at Momentum, it doesn't hurt as much as it did before. I was in a lot more pain. It's just a matter of rehabilitating my hand to be able to do what I was capable of doing before the wreck.
Did they give you a time frame on how long it would take for your hand to get back to normal?
He told me that I could probably take off the brace in 3 months. As far as getting back to work, he wasn't clear. We're just kind of taking it step by step right now.
Okay. I think what other stuff? Your lost wages. We don't have anything there yet, but what I'm going to do is in our written demand, because we're going to have a written demand and a link to this video so they can see you, hear you,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to, I think a lot of what you're saying, we're going to try to fill with you doing B-real stuff, I think maybe, or do you think we ought to just do this?
I think it's always good to have some
Yeah.
B-roll on there.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think you made a full improvement? Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think we've made, or you've made, full recovery with respect to your head injury, your TBI? Or do you still have issues? Like, do you still have vertigo? Do you still have like migraines? Do you still have?
I definitely have migraines.
So let's start back over.
Uh-huh.
When you answer the question, so since this accident, I haven't fully recovered with my head injury.
Yeah, since this accident, I haven't fully recovered from my injury. I still have migraines, huh?
So, your head injury. You said injury.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Since this accident.
Since this accident, I hadn't fully recovered from my head injury. I still have migraines really bad, and every once in a while I'll have some vertigo. If I stand up too fast, I have to sit down and focus on something in the room until it stops, and hopefully that'll get better after a while as well.
How long has it been since the accident that you're still? It's been a year and a half since the accident, and I'm still having these issues with my head. So say
it's been a year and a half since the accident, and I'm still dealing with these issues with my head.
okay. Now say that again without me pointing. So since this accident.
Since this accident, I've still been dealing with these issues with my head.
Okay. Trying to think. We got the head. What about your back? Let's talk about your back. Did you have back injuries from the first accident?
No.
Okay, so I want you to say my first motorcycle accident, I didn't have any issues with my back, but after this one, flying over a vehicle and landing on the pavement and hitting my back somewhere along the car.
Well, she hit me from the back. My back hit her car.
Yeah. So having my back fly into her hood, and as I flipped over her car, I sustained a serious back injury.
Yeah.
And I'm still dealing. A year and a half later, I'm still dealing with my back hurting, and the pain isn't ever really.
Yeah.
Is your
Yeah,
disc herniated?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I tell you how much your herniation was? Because I looked
No.
at it, it didn't look that bad. And honestly, it's a miracle you're not paralyzed. Your injuries are actually considered like normal degenerative. Believe it or not, like 6 millimeters or more, that's usually really bad. Over 3 is like enough to be complaining and raising a stink. I think yours were under that.
Oh, okay.
But it's still enough to cause back pain.
Yeah.
So I want you to just talk about it. So we're going to start right now. Say it's been a year and a half since the accident, and then talk about your back and how it's affected you. Ready to go.
It's been about a year and a half since my accident. My first accident, I didn't have any back injuries. This time, my back's still in pain since a year and a half ago. So, I think it's from, the car hitting me in the back so hard and me hitting the pavement that it's been this long since I've, been okay.
So you're doing really good. There's a lot here. We're gonna be done after today. Okay.
Okay.
Talk about how when I got hit from behind on my motorcycle, after I hit the car and flew over it and landing on the pavement.
Yeah.
My back hasn't been the same since. Along with all my other stuff.
Okay.
Right? All right, go.
Whenever the car hit me, my back slammed into it, and I hit the pavement so hard, I forgot.
Flew over it though. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's okay.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
really proud of you, by the way.
So,
this is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not.
So, whenever the
accident happened, or when the accident happened.
Wait, what was the last thing you said?
Yeah, you're gonna just talk about how like I flew into the car. The car hit me.
I hit the pavement and then.
The car hit me. I flew over the car and then landed on the pavement. And my back, along with my wrist and my head, none of it's been the same since.
Okay.
Talk about all your injuries. Move, buddy.
Whenever I got into the wreck, like about a year and a half ago, when the car hit me, I flew over the car, and I landed on my wrist and my back and my head so hard it just hadn't been the same since.
I really like the dog there doing that. Yeah, he doesn't like it either. I don't know. What do you think? Do you really know? Can I get a little bit more?
Yeah, I like maybe to get that more cleanly without the dog, just in case.
Okay.
Big
Frank
guy.
chiming in.
Okay.
Want to get some food after this with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Wherever you want. If you want to come with us, we can go find a place nearby. What do you feel like eating?
Sure.
E-bar is right up the street. Tex-Mex.
Yeah. Do you like E-bar, or what would you be craving right now if you could pick any place?
Any place?
Yeah.
Neighborhood services.
All right, let's go there. You want to?
Fuck yeah, dude. That place is a jam.
All right, let's go. All right. All right. So you're gonna redo this. Like when the car hit me, I hit the car and then flew over the car, landing on the pavement, and my wrist, my right hand, and my back and my head have just never been the same. Okay. All right, go.
And when the car hit me, it was going so fast. I flew over the car, and I landed on my wrist and my back, smashed my head, and it hadn't been the same since.
That's good. Cool.
Okay.
Just however you want to talk about it. Just talk like look at me and talk to me. Okay.
Yeah. So I hold on.
Yeah, take breaks because we're gonna get
Okay.
stop,
All right.
pause,
Hold on.
and
Just hold on.
Yeah.
It's a long story. Okay. So it had been long enough since a previous wreck to where I started working on another motorcycle to ride, and I was buttoning everything up on the motorcycle, and it wouldn't run. So my friend loaned me his motorcycle to get home, and it was my first time on a motorcycle in about 6 years. And I was about 20 minutes into the ride. I was at a red light, and I saw in my rearview mirror some headlights coming in pretty quick. It was fast enough by the time I had put it into first gear, and to try to get out of the way in case the person wasn't stopping. They had already hit me. I flew over the top of their car and landed on the ground on my hand, my right hand. I was pretty dazed. It just about knocked me out. It cracked the helmet open. And by the time I kind of came out of the daze and saw that what was going on, the person that had hit me was stuck in the mud trying to make a U-turn over the median. Ended up in a field next to the intersection where I was hit, where she got stuck again. At that point, a lady had come out that had witnessed the wreck and offered to call the cops. And I said, yes, please call the cops. At that point, she had gained traction and got back on the street and had fled the scene. A man in his car, in his SUV, that the lady was fleeing the scene, chased her down, called 911, where they had apprehended her on Loop 12, I believe, where she was arrested. I was asked if I needed to go to the hospital, and I didn't think I was hurt because all the adrenaline. The next day I woke up and I was in so much pain. I had called my lawyer, who had advised me to go to the emergency room where they ran some tests and they gave me an X-ray and a CR scan or CT scan. So I had some damage to my spine, and my right hand hurt unmerciful. Like, my hand hurt really bad. So for the first few, or I want to say about 7 or 8 months, I had to go to a specialist with the spinal stuff that I had. I had not a hemorrhage. It's called I had forget what it's called in my disc. It's not a hemorrhage. It's a herniated. I had a herniated disc in the middle of my back, and I had brain damage. I think it says in my medical report where they were helping me retrain. My eyes were off. They weren't completely straight forward. So I went to physical therapy for the neurologist, and then I ended up going to a hand specialist after that for the pain in my hand, and he told me that my wreck has worsened the injuries that I already had previously. And so I ended up getting surgery to fix my right hand, and right now I'm in recovery. I'm going to physical therapy twice a week. It's been a little bit over 3 months since my surgery on my right hand, and I'm still working on it. It hurts to draw for more than 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that physical therapy will end up helping enough to where I can get back to work.
Okay. We're not- So go back. So tell me. Let's talk about your your TBI.
Okay, so I had vertigo, I want to say, for the first 2 weeks or so after I got hit. And it kind of wasn't quite the same after that. So when I went to, it's not Epic. Oh my God, I can't remember.
Yeah, you have to pay him to wake him up. Yeah.
Hey, hey, buddy.
You might use that for like pedal on the other hand.
Yeah, he'll just go to sleep again and start snoring.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, big guy, you're just a big teddy bear, aren't you? I mean, can we filter that out? You think, or
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Filter out the snoring.
okay? Let's try right now. Let's talk about your TBI.
So the first doctor I went to was the neurologist, and I had a traumatic brain injury, and they made me do a lot of different exercises and stuff to try to get my coordination back to where it was. Like I said, I had about 2 weeks of vertigo. I hit my head so hard. They gave me an MRI. I actually had 2 MRIs. I had to spend 2.5 hours in the MRI machine, which I'm claustrophobic in the first place, so that wasn't very fun. After I finished that, they sent me to a spine clinic where I saw a chiropractor, and I was doing steroid injections in my spine.
Hey, pause real quick. Are you sure it was a chiropractor or an orthopedic doctor?
Orthopedic doctor, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be very different.
Okay.
So
Well, I saw a chiropractor, and then I also saw an orthopedic doctor.
okay, and the chiropractor. Do you remember what place you went to see them?
Oh, it was only like a couple. It was like 3 or 4 times.
API maybe
No, that's the physical therapy.
for the hand and carpal tunnel.
Is it Epic? Not or
Here we got. Dallas Wellness Center.
yeah, Dallas Wellness Center.
Okay. And that is a chiropractor.
Mm-hmm. It's like right across the street here.
Yeah. How did you like them?
I don't know.
Didn't really give you any overly.
Mm-mm.
What did they do there for you?
They sat me on a back warming thing that massages your back, and then they put the electric pulsing things on your muscles in your back, and I did that same thing about like 5-6 times. It really didn't do anything. He tried to crack my back once, and it really didn't crack or do anything at all. And I guess whatever. I don't know. It didn't seem to help.
Did they prescribe any medication for you?
Yeah. No, they didn't. They didn't.
But you reported that you were taking diazepam, sumatriptan,
That was all through the first place I went through.
Anaprox, and then
The naproxen, yeah.
Anaproxen, and cyclobenzaprine
Yeah.
for the muscle spasms.
Mhm.
Okay, can you talk about all the medication you had to take throughout this process?
Yeah. Well, after the first couple of rounds of medication, it really didn't. Nothing really seemed to work for my muscle spasms, which kept me up at night. As far as the naproxen was concerned, it helped with the pain in my right hand at the time before I got to see anyone to help me with my right hand. So I kind of would take the naproxen when my right hand would hurt, but I only did that for a few more months after I was discharged from the first doctor. Excuse me.
So let's go in order of what you remember treating first. They didn't treat your hand first, right?
No, they treated my back first and my neck and brain.
And why did they wait on treating your hand? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember why they waited on treating my hand, but I complained about it the whole time.
Did it have something to do with your left hand had just been worked on and got to
Right.
the point
Right.
where you were able to use it?
Yeah.
And then when was that?
Excuse me.
When did you have full use of your not full use, but use of your left hand after the surgery and all that? When was it usable?
I mean, it's never gonna be the same. I have something stuck in my throat. Can you get me that Dr. Pepper?
So, when did they actually start treating your hand? So when we went to the emergency room, they addressed everything, right?
Yeah, they took X-rays of my hands, maybe my ankle and my back and neck.
Okay. Let me see. You want to talk about what you remember at the emergency room?
I remember taking X-rays and just explaining to the doctors how everything happened. And that's about it.
Which hospital did you go to?
It's Office 75 and like Walnut Hill area almost.
Did you go to Presbyterian?
Mm-mm.
Baylor?
It wasn't. It was like hospital you sent me to.
Okay. Was that? It's either going to be Legion Orthopedic Hospital, Cutting Edge, or it's going to be Frisco.
It might be.
Frisco first. That's a surgery.
No, it might be Legion.
I need to see your bills.
And you can put him in the video.
Okay. So